Hi, this is Jacob Baugh, Jacob's Ladder with Team Cardhoarder. I'm here for another video set for you. This week, Kaladesh has finally been released on MTGO, so I get to bring some standard brews for you this week. I'm going to be working with Metalwork Colossus. I think this card is fantastic. I've played with it in a few different style of decks. And just like looking at it just lines up so well. It's just basically a free 10/10 majority of the time, and I think it's absurdly powerful. So just when you combine it with Sanctum of Ugin and just getting lots of them into play, you can pretty much just end the game in one turn. This is another idea I wanted to try out with Barrage Tyrant. That's why I'm featuring red in this bid list, including some of the controlling elements with the bombardments, some Harness Lightnings, and the Sabotages. They fit very well in this theme of deck, so I wanted to try those out for sure. But Barrage Tyrant itself lets you throw your 10/10s at them, so you get around all of their blockers, just like Key to the City does in this deck as well. Just makes your Colossus get right in and in the game within 1 or 2 turns. And you could technically pretty easily have enough mana to just like cast a Tyrant and just fling 2 Colossuses at them in the same turn, with Colossus being free and having a bunch of mana rocks in play. That's basically the game plan you want to go with, but not everything works out like that every time, so there's a lot of controlling elements and tutors in Traverse and Sylvan Scrying, which actually help you find your Colossus and your Barrage Tyrants with the help of finding Sanctum of Ugin and Inventor's Fair. Inventor's Fair can be sacrificed to find any artifact in this deck, mostly to find Colossus, but there's an additional thing in the sideboard I would like to tutor for against controlling decks. I wanted to try this card out in the main deck, but I couldn't find room for it, so I just left a lonely copy in the sideboard to see if there's a matchup where I want an effect like this. So, but basically it's just a red-green ramp deck with a bunch of burn to not die in the early turns, and Prism to help fix your mana, and Key to stop you from flooding out. Pretty much all of the artifacts you just want to play, but the lands, you definitely can flood out pretty easily in this deck, so with the amount of mana sources that are in it. There's 10 accelerators with Corrupted Gapstones. I have 8 early spells I can play to turn this card on, and then 4 additionals on 2 to hopefully get this card making mana as soon as possible. I also have Magnifying Glasses. This could be Caravan. It's what most people have played in this spot, but I don't really have any creatures to turn on Caravan, and the colored source isn't actually that important. The only thing it would really help me cast is Sabotage, but you have 4 Prisms already, and the Traverses and the Scryings to help find your red sources, so I opted for Magnifying Glass for the additional mana sink in the late game. And you can just make artifacts to sacrifice to return with your Colossus, or sacrifice to Sabotage, which fits the theme pretty well. Other than that, there's another utility land I want to go over. There's 1 Handwear Battlements to just give your Colossus haste to get in there right away and in the game pretty quickly with that kind of an interaction. So it's a nice addition. Adventure's Fair actually does a lot of work in this deck too against the aggressive decks. Even gaining 2 to 3 life with this card is just huge. Buying you maybe one turn with that is just a great ability from one of your lands that most decks don't get access to. And then pretty much that's basically everything for the main deck. Sideboard, I have some additional cards against aggro with some Weaver of Lightnings to help slow down the super fast decks if I need more help. I'm not sure if I have enough tools in my main deck already to do that, so I added some more in the sideboard. I have some Welding Sparks for bigger creatures, because I could see those being a problem if they start playing like Gear Hulks and stuff like that, that I need to get rid of and not die to those. So one of those, I have a Tamiyo's Journal just to search for, like I said, in the postboards against the control decks, and then I have some Artifact Disruption and Natural State and Appetite of the Unnatural. I have some Fogs as well. I'm not sure if this card's good, but I wanted to try it out to see if it's worthy of a spot, and I also have some Clip the Wings to fight Smuggler's Copters and other problematic flyers like Angels. So, alright, let's get to the games, and we'll see how this deck works out.